Welcome to a fresh update here on the Blue Abroad YouTube channel. By now, most of you, maybe all of you, have seen some updates online that Harry McKay will not be playing on Friday against the Dogs. Paul Sebastiani was the first one to tweet about this, and obviously with such news comes a ripple effect, and the purpose of this video is to just document the story of this week, round 3, 2025. And Harry McKay evidently will not be playing. So to unpack all of that and then get practical about it moving forward is what I want to try and do in this video. So my first reaction, saw the news, was told, was sort of picked up my phone, looked at it, I'm like, you're fucking kidding. The initial reaction was, okay, my fear of what I saw last Thursday when he was a late out, and I mentioned this in the review, my fear of that's bullshit was true. Unless he was genuinely ill, day of game, and he just continues to be ill. And when I read and hear the words ill, I think sick, cold, flu-like symptoms, gastro, ill. There have been reports and suggestions that it's a little bit more sensitive than that. Could be anxiety-based, those sorts of conversations. And so obviously it's a delicate topic, no doubt. I have space for both angles here. On the one hand, when we talk about pressure, no worries. Let's get on a plane. Let's go to Gaza. Let's go to a third world country. Let's show pressure. Then there's something happening here with the mental side of the game and the team and individuals. And we've invested so much in this part of the department, and only to see it show cracks, beginning to crumble potentially. And then there's obviously compassion. And, listen, if Harry's feeling some type of way, and he's struggling to get up for a game, he's put his hand up, he's like, man, I just can't do it. Fuck yeah. Well done. Good stuff. I think I said it in my preview. If you cannot handle it, do not play. So there's that. Then there is, and it's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't by the club. So if Harry's sore, and by all reports, he might have copped a knock in round 1, no different to any other knock that any other player gets in any game of football. But if it was injury related or soreness related, you would think that the club wouldn't put illness down. It would be soreness, general soreness. And so when you allow room for speculation happens. Where there is a void of the truth, speculation happens. Now, with a sensitive topic like potentially mental illness, you obviously player first. Player welfare comes first. And if you need to tell a little bit of a white lie and not reveal the full truth, you do it. So I think we all need to understand the mechanics of an organization in that regard. But what we found ourselves doing right now, and not dissimilar to the Elijah situation, let's just be honest. Months before the Elijah situation broke, when the news broke, there was news about the Elijah situation. Let's not pretend like we're living under a rock. We all saw the rumors. We all saw it. It just festered. And I always do leave room for benefit of the doubt. But when there's so much doubt, where can you find the benefit? So is Harry okay? First question. If Harry's watching this, or if anyone that knows Harry is watching this, the first message is one of support. Hugs, love you, support you, get yourself right. If it's physical, if it's mental, whatever. If you just got gastro, can't wait to see you back on the field. That should be clear. And then I'm moving to what is going on in this environment at the club. I'm led down that path again. Oh my goodness. Is it a series of just unfortunate events? Or is this just the truth being revealed before our very eyes? And so it is concerning. Harry's such an important part of the group. which goes without saying, particularly when you've got, the other leader in the forward line, Charlie Curnow, who is clearly not fully match fit. He's clearly needing some more match time. And so I think obviously the frustration starts because we know how valuable Harry is. I think any frustration with any player going through anything, whether it's injury or illness, is because of the value that the fans place or the people are placing on the player to the team. So it's just another story to the book. Now, practically speaking, we'll see what happens during team selection on Thursday. I'm still hopeful that Charlie will play, given he played last week. So he didn't train very heavily on Monday at the viewing session. But that might just be because it was a light session. There were quite a few of them that were on light duties. So we'll get more information about that, hopefully. Kemp as a forward, the question mark remains around if that is going to work, how long they persist with it. Jack Silvani, from what I saw at training on Monday, trained in defence. So maybe with Harry out, it means Jack will go forward again. Lewis Young has had moments where he's come into the team and he's played in the forward line. Is this an opportunity for Ashton Moyer to get a game? Will White? I don't know. Does McGovern go forward? So the frustration and the compassion is in one box here. And then, the practicality of moving on and like focusing on trying to win the game on Friday is here. But it's just really difficult when you continue to see things that just chip away at your hope and optimism for the thing to get better. It's difficult. So that's that. Again, I hope Harry's okay. I hope whatever's happening, I hope it's just an illness. I hope he just has gastro. I hope he's just been on the shitter. He can't get rid of the bug. But come on. I think the club would have told us that by now. So it's a complex thing to talk about. And so I want to make sure that we do it with a balance somewhat, even though I do feel a frustration, even though the concept of pressure to me is one I struggle to understand, given wait until you're on this side of the bubble and the footy bubble's gone, and you're in the pressure of life and you're struggling to understand who you are as a person and your identity, and then you lose a whole sense of self. We're talking about real world here, pressure. So and that could be also naive because I'm not in the footy bubble dealing with whatever they're dealing with. But I would assume that we as a club and a department would invest whatever's needed to make sure that our players are fit for purpose all year round. Whatever they need, the resources they need to give them the tools to overcome the pressures that come with being a footballer, a highly paid footballer, high profile footballer. So that's the next concern. What's going on there? We have clearly invested in psychology. Our club psychologist sits on the bench during games. So there's your next question that's come up in my mind. What's going on there? Curious to get your thoughts. It just seems like we're going deeper and deeper into this hole of confusion, adding more questions to the scroll of questions with seemingly not many answers. And like I said in the preview for round 3, need some leadership, need some honesty. I think if there is a problem, and with any problem, to get to the root of it, you've got to acknowledge it. So let's see what happens. Once again, sending Harry love and support, and I hope he's okay. Chat to you in the comments. Go Blues.